Greetings and salutations. In this episode of the Tim of Borg Show, we're going to do Parapacum, something, Paraparacum, mission in the Duelist Discovery. And this will be a series.
I am the leader of a Vulcan research team studying the unique ecology of the planet Pavo. While on personal leave, I have learned that the team has not responded to routine communications. This is a matter of concern. Starfleet has informed me that an ion storm is active in the Pavo system. Logic suggests that the storm is blocking communications. However, storms of that magnitude can have other effects, some of a deleterious nature. As a precaution, the Alliance has asked me to accompany your vessel to the Pavo system. We are to determine the status of the research team and offer assistance if necessary. I am prepared to leave at your earliest convenience.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. Accept the mission. Let's begin. This should be good. Sorry about the delay for making this episode. Had to do some other PVEQs and event stuff. Admiral, there is no response on comms from the Pavo research station. The ion storm is causing a lot of interference. However, it's possible our hails may not be reaching them. What's causing the interference?
The storm is creating spatial disturbances throughout the system. If we analyze their patterns, we might be able to position the ship at a point where communication is possible.
Agreed. Begin the scan. Scanning system.
Initial scans are picking up clouds of ionized subspace radiation and chronometric particles. This is curious. Sensors are registering a stationary object. It is not far from our position.
An object? Is that a ship?
Unlikely. I suspect it is one of the Starfleet navigation buoys placed throughout the system. However, the ionization of subspace is warping and distorting the sensors. As a result, an accurate identification is not possible at this range.
Okay, let's get closer. We might learn more. There. I did just upgrade my hangar pets to be elite fleet ones, and I decided to go for the ones that match the ship because it had more powers and stuff than the other ones, but only fits on this ship.
As I suspected, a navigational buoy. It appears to be active, however.
Interesting. Scan the navigational buoy.
The navigational buoys here are configured to broadcast a message on all frequencies. It is intended to inform those who arrive here that Pavo is a protected reserve. Sensors indicate heavy hull ionization on this buoy. I believe it has been disabled by the effects of the ion storm.
Interesting. An active buoy could boost our signal. Scan for one in range.
Navigational buoy 226 is nearby and should provide us with a means to reinforce hailing frequencies between the ship and the Pavo research station. However, I recommend caution in navigating further into the system. The ion storm is quite volatile.
Indeed. Agreed, Helm. Laying a course for navigational buoy 226. Let's see, it's not exactly where we are now. Go over there.
ecosystem. The planet Pavo is a protected reserve. Access is prohibited.
Okay, use the nav buoy to piggyback a signal. Ready to initiate handshake. Okay. Handshake received. Fidelity is in within acceptable margins of error. Comms are scanned, Admiral. Handling frequencies open. Okay. Research Station Pavo Prime. This is the Vengeance. Please respond. Over. No response. They always don't wait long though. They say like straight away, no response. It's like you didn't even give them time to move their arm. Okay. Local conditions are still in a factor here. The buoy may not be able to overcome the storm's interference even with our assistance. Looks like we have to brave the storm.
I have detected something of interest. Sensors show the formation of a spatial anomaly nearby.
Is it the source of the signal disruption?
Uncertain. It appears to be providing stability to the ion storm, similar to the eye of a hurricane. I'm also detecting bursts of comm signals from the anomaly. The signals are currently garbled beyond recognition, but they could be from the research station. I recommend conducting a deeper analysis, both of the anomaly and the signals.
Acknowledged. Helm, lane a course, and take us in. Scanning. Spatial anomaly. Looks cool. Yay, it's the Discovery. Not even the mirror. Oh, it is the mirror version. Okay, whoops. Oh no. Klingons. It's Klingons on the starboard bow. Ooh, looks like we're going to be in for a space battle. Are those Klingons, like, using them jumping in somehow? Didn't think they could do that.
She will not escape. Once her shields are down, we're
Cool.
going to lead the boarding party. All ships, engage forward and withdraw. Let the boarding party do its work. No! That ship must burn! Those with the will of Kalis in their hearts, stand with me!
Senses are clear of hostile targets, Admiral. For the moment, number of Klingon vessels retreated at high warp. Acknowledged. Hail the Federation vessel. Hailing frequencies open. Message sent. No response. Oh, another unanswered question. Summit, analyst. Hello, 6 of 9. Ooh, you look just like 7 of 9.
Recognition files identify the Klingon vessels as classes deployed during the Federation Klingon conflict of the mid-23rd century. The Starfleet vessel is a Crossfield class, also active during that time period.
Ooh, time travel. Timey-wimey stuff. Scanning for chronometric particles.
Scanning. Sensors show a spike in chronometric particles immediately preceding the arrival of these vessels. Fascinating.
Fascinating. Hey, Find something?
The Crossfield class vessel is not transmitting a Starfleet recognition signal. Sensor analysis confirmed. It is the ISS Discovery, from the Terran Empire of the so-called Mirror Universe.
Yeah, it took me a second to notice the I wasn't a U as well. In ISS instead of USS. Might explain why they haven't answered our hails. Admiral, the Discovery is hailing us. On screen. Let us see what they have to say.
Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Speaking for myself and my loyal crew, thank you. I am Captain Sylvia Tilly, and I officially declare our intent to seek asylum.
Seek asylum? What?
Clearly, this is going to take a little getting used to. I'm not entirely sure how, but judging by the sensor readings I'm seeing, and that rather impressive ship of yours, we've taken a trip to the future.
Well, actually, I got my ship from another mirror universe in the exact same time frame as you. So it's just like the gigantic universe. Although they did get like some technology from the Borg from the future. So, but anyway, indeed, over 150 years I'm in the future. I'm in the 25th century, cheeky babe.
I'm sure the science behind all of this is fascinating, but we have some more immediate concerns to address, namely the Klingon boarding parties running wild on my ship.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim. Ba-ba-da. I can send an away team to assist.
Excellent. I'll have Patel, my chief of security, meet your team at the transport coordinates with the security detail. I look forward to meeting you in person. Tilly out.
Tilly, not Killy. What? Maybe she doesn't want us to know that she kills people all the time. Acknowledged. We're on our way. Beaming over. Boo-boo. Engage.
Sensors indicate numerous life signs in your vicinity, reading multiple high-energy discharges as well. The data is consistent with 23rd century phaser and disruptor weapons at the highest setting. Proceed with caution. In the heat of battle, you could be seen as an enemy by anyone you encounter there.
Understood. Tim Borg out.
Welcome to the ISS Discovery.
You must be Chief Patel.
Yeah, no. I'm afraid Patel has been relieved of command. Just like you're going to be relieved of those fancy 25th century weapons.
Patel. Okay. I suspect your captain wouldn't approve of this.
Our captain is weak, and you? You're a fool. The Terran Empire tolerates neither. Some would call this a mutiny. But any captain willing to conspire with Federation trash is no captain of ours. Now hand over those weapons, or we'll pick them off your corpses. The choice is yours.
Oh, our weapons stay with us. Stand by while you still can.
Oh, we're transmitting now. Hello. Welcome aboard the Discovery. As you can see, things have become a bit more complicated. It seems that some of my crew have decided that now is the perfect time to express their concerns with my command decisions.
Maybe it's because you changed your name from Killy to Tilly again. Violently, it would seem.
Yes. As if the Klingon boarding parties weren't enough to deal with. Oh, hey, let's have a mutiny too. Wonderful. Never mind that. Did Chief Patel make it to you? She was supposed to escort you through the security fields to the bridge.
No, she's still hilarious. No, she's not here. The fields are still, though.
I see. We'll do what we can from the bridge, but I'm afraid we're a bit locked down here at the moment. According to our internal sensors, Chief Patel is in that deck security station. It's not far from your current position. She's probably trying to lock down this ridiculous mutiny there.
I see, said the blind man to the chicken across the road.
Find Patel. She should be able to override whatever the mutineers are doing to raise those fields. Take them down and make your way to the turbo lift.
Better be living up to its name of a turbo lift, because I've been in so many slowbo lifts. Acknowledged, we're on our way. Where is this turbo lift? No? That's funny, because security field. Ah. Use console to disable security field. Ding ding ding. Okay. It's still okay. Now which way do we go? Over here. Ah, there's some bad guys in between.
Huh. Sounds like...
Look out! They're still alive!
I really don't know why I just wasted that thing I clicked that. Too late. Support drone. Use console to open security door. Ding ding ding. Uh-oh.
Now that I have your attention, I have some questions. Tilly has plans, yes? She always has plans, and you're going to tell me what they are. Oh, you'll resist, of course. You're a Terran, after all. But let's be honest, Chief. You will tell me what I want to know. Apparently, Tilly's new allies are still with us. If you want something done right. Weapons at highest setting. Open fire! Kill them! Kill them now! Kill them or I'll kill you!
Was that it? That was too easy with my 25th century weapons. Oh, you better get out of that agony, brute.
Controls are on the booth. Ah. I'm guessing you're the one the captain sent me to meet. I'm Patel, Chief of Security. Thanks for the assist.
Indeed. Are you alright?
I make it a habit to be on the outside of an agonizer booth, but I've spent my fair share of time in one, too. I'll manage. What's the situation? Is the captain still in command?
She is. For now.
I'm not surprised. It'll take more than Klingons and mutinous riffraff to end Sylvia Tilly. I'm surprised she hasn't killed them all herself. In the meantime, I have orders to get you to the bridge, and I intend to obey them. Follow me.
Rightio. Path is blocked. Path is blocked by security guards, security fields.
Not a problem. There's no code written I can't crack. I'll have those fields down in short order. Cover me while I work. We might have some uninvited guests soon.
Alright, understood. Work fast, Chief.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, didn't really need that. Looks like we're going to send more bad guys.
They're flanking! Look out!
Where's the bad guys?
Almost got it!
Is there someone over here? Ooh. Oh, who did that? Maybe I shouldn't have given the trial to someone in the rating. I could have used that myself.
All right, I get it. The security fields are using my authorization codes now.
Oh, look, we assimilated somebody. Hello. Captain Janeway can do that, as well as my Borg, I think.
Let's move!
Janeway hologram. Go to turbo lift. Okay.
Let's get to the bridge. The turbo lift is that way.
Everything still looks bigger, you know what I mean? Like,
Watch your corners.
shouldn't I be like that much taller as a real person or something? Like, the hallways are giant. I don't think they get the scale correct.
No prisoners. Attack!
Oh, sorry about that.
Give me a second to get this field down.
Oh yeah, she's working on the consoles there.
We're reading the loss of security fields on that deck. I take it you found Chief Patel?
We did. We're on our way to the bridge.
Some good news for a change, though I'm not terribly surprised. Woman's harder to kill than a honey badger. Ready for the bad news?
Let's have it.
I'm afraid the Klingons have taken several lower decks and are moving in your direction. Keep your weapons hot. They're killing everyone they run into, and I don't think they'll make an exception for you. Stick with Patel and get up here as soon as you're able.
Acknowledge Timothy Borg out. Oh, we're supposed to go all the way over there. Okay.
I hear Klingon disruptors up ahead. You ready for anything?
Do not let that Klingon scum through this junction!
Hold your position. There's been an incident.
What kind of incident?
The Klingon kind. Specifically, they've taken control of main engineering, killed my chief engineer and a security team in the process. They're threatening to breach the core if I don't surrender. That is not gonna happen.
Should we evacuate then?
Evacuate sounds a lot like retreat to me, and that is not gonna happen either. This is my ship, and I will not abandon her. Take Patel, get down to engineering, deal with the Klingons, and make sure that core breach never happens.
We'll do what we can, Captain.
I recommend you deal with this problem quickly. Neither of us will enjoy their solution. Tilly out.
Okay, right, let's get moving.
Klingons probably cracked Rathman's code. Idiot.
This looks like a force field. Okay. Hello, my drone. Ah, run out. Is there that guy somewhere to shoot? Ah, here. Thought so. Where does this smoke thing come from? I'm not doing it. It must be someone else. Should I give them smoke grenades or something? Maybe. Go that way. Very nice to be on board the Discovery and see the inside of the ship in the game. It's really cool. Okay, come on guys, get in the slow-bow lift. And
Bad news first. Seems there's more Klingons down there than we thought. You'll have to fight your way to main engineering. Good news? They'll be shooting at the mutineers down there. Might make your job a little easier, huh?
Acknowledged. Timborg out.
Rathman! Come in, Rathman! We're trapped on the engineering deck! Send reinforcements, now!
Hey, there's another one we assimilated. Oh, I love that. Drone. Okay, where are we going now? Over here, I guess. Wasting so much time losing my combat pet things.
Great! Get these doors open! The Mark wants these cowards dead!
Oh, there you go, look. Another Borg. Cool. Borg drone. Oh, look, he goes to look at Janeway.
They aren't even targeting vital systems. They're just trashing the place.
It would help if I wasn't selected on that drone.
Main engineering is just up ahead.
Rathman's dead, and we will be too if you don't get that turbo lift open.
Apparently it's over here, behind us.
On your lead, we'll breach. You go high, I'll go low.
Oh, we're still over here, okay.
We all die this day. Die well. Die with honor.
Whoa.
Looks like the Klingons are in a hurry. That is some sloppy work. I was solving engineering problems like that when I was a first-year cadet. Rebalance the matter-antimatter inducers and adjust the flow rate to 0.5. That should bring the core back from the brink quite nicely.
Understood, we'll handle it.
Hope you know what you're doing. That warp core looks fit to breach.
What warp core? Where? Is that supposed to be the warp core? Okay. Stabilize warp core. Ding, ding, ding.
Nicely done. Cut it a little close there with the core, but since we're all still here, I'm gonna call that a win. So, since we've got a little room to breathe here, why don't you come up to the bridge? There's a turbo lift nearby that I've relaxed the security locks on.
We're on our way.
Face to face at last.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these assholes?
Language! Oh, cursing. It's such a filthy habit.
You did well against the mutineers. They weren't fond of my decision to seek asylum, I'm afraid. While unpleasant, it is better than the fate we left behind. In our universe, Pavo is a cruel, deadly entity. Being sent to that system is a death sentence. And sent there we were. I suppose an enemy decided it was time for me to retire. Permanently. But enough about that. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Hello.
First and foremost, I have no interest in hostilities with your government. I meant what I said about asylum.
Okay. Good. Do you speak for your entire crew, though? I mean, we just killed the ones that don't agree with you, true?
I do. The mutiny was unfortunate, but what can I say? We're Terrans. Dominance is often challenged and must be maintained. The mutineers saw an opportunity, took their shot, and missed. Big time. Everyone left saw the price they paid for their failure. Believe me, the rest of the crew will fall in line.
No worries.
I'm fortunate you were here to deal with the problem. Apparently, my chief of security felt like spending time in an agonizer booth during most of the conflict. Honestly, Patel, if I knew you liked the booth so much, I'd keep you in one more often.
Why, you are right to say so, Captain. It won't happen again.
See to it that it doesn't. I'd hate to replace you, Chief, but I will if I have to.
Next step, Captain?
Next steps are to get my vessel back in working order before those Klingons come back to finish us off. Now that's not going to be easy. I'm down a chief engineer, the power grid is a shambles, we have multiple hull breaches, and we're nowhere near battle ready.
Oh, right. Bulk to vengeance. This is vengeance. Is everything alright? We detected a surge in the Discovery's warp core, but it's now operating at safe levels. I need engineering team here ASAP.
Our shields are down. If the Klingons don't get us, it's only a matter of time before the ion storm does. Monitor that console while I try to get the main deflector back online. I'd order my chief science officer to do it, but she chose her loyalties poorly.
Anything we can do here on the bridge? That was a bug. Right, let's do what we can here.
Start a diagnostic on the shield emitters. I'll start to recalibrate the main deflector.
What if I just sit in your chair? Haha, I'm the captain now. What will you do about it? Running diagnostics.
Klingons! All hands! Repel boarders!
Kill everyone, but the captain is mine!
Okay, the main deflector is in position. Recalibrate it now. Ugh, they're like Zethian bed roaches. Get off my ship!
It's a hail from your ship.
Sensors are picking up numerous Klingon vessels decloaking. Combat is imminent. I strongly recommend you return to the ship at your earliest convenience.
Understood. We're almost done here.
Captain should be on their own ship in the heat of battle. Go. We'll take it from here.
Cool, thanks. Tim Bulk to engineering. Status report. Impulse power restored, Admiral. If we want this one, we've got to patch the job. Well, okay, time's up. Return to the ship immediately.
Thank you. If we survive this, I look forward to repaying the favor. Now go, before it's too late.
Okay, vengeance energized. pretty epic so far, for sure. Very entertaining mission this is. 35 minutes we are into this so far. Hurry up. Pavo, loading. Admiral, the Klingons are hailing us. Why didn't he speak? Put it on screen.
I do not know how we came to be here in the future, and I do not care. What I do know is that we have a mutual enemy.
The situation here is complex, Captain.
There is nothing complex about it. I mean to destroy that ship, and you with it, if you get in my way. Be smart. Your ship has the technical advantage. We have the advantage of numbers. And we are Klingon. Stand with Discovery, and you will lose. Fight with us, and you will live to see another day.
But I think I'd rather say that today is a good day to die. And I think I want to keep that Discovery ship too. Haha. Discovery is under our protection.
Then you are a fool. Fighting in a burning house. Try to die well.
Red alert, log on, torpedo bays, ready phases. All hands, battle stations. Shields up.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Discovery is altering course. They're headed toward Pavo at full impulse.
Wait, I was saying something about having numbers. Ships that die instantly. Oh, there's some more. Haven't even used any Kingsight.
Discovery has lowered her shields, reading transporter signatures to Pavo's surface.
Yeah, take some chemo. We'll just press that last one too late.
The captain has left the ship. I'm in command now. Discovery is back in the fight.
Groovy. So's the Vengeance.
Reading numerous Klingon vessels decloaking.
Fire at will. Don't hurt Will Riker. Okay, is that it? Ooh, that was cool. Oh. Oh no. Oh wow, look at that. What's happened to my ship? Cool effect. Helm. Evasive maneuvers, tactical. Status report! Shields are full. Deflector is online. Okay. Summit analyst, what hit us?
Based on what the sensors recorded during the attack, it appears we were hit by psionic energy, manifested into an energy pulse of considerable magnitude. The attack originated on Pavo.
Pavo attacked us? Why? Admiral, we're being hailed. Captain Tilly. Okay. On screen.
I don't like red in my ledger. You saved my ship, so I spared yours. This time. Next time I won't be so sentimental. First and last warning. Leave the system while you're able.
What do you hope to gain from this, Tilly?
Did you hit your head in that fight? I think what I have to gain here is pretty obvious. Everything. Pavo's reach is infinite. After a few more demonstrations of its power, everyone in the quadrant will have no choice but to swear allegiance to me. Or, die. Empress Tilly. That has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah, but not of our galaxy, our universe. You'll have to go back to your own or that Kelvin timeline one. Good luck with that. You're insane. There's no way you'll succeed in the Prime timeline.
Sane, insane. I'm the one calling the shots here. And I'm pretty sure I told you to get lost or get wrecked. So who's the insane one again? Me? Or the lunatic staring defiantly down the barrel of the ultimate weapon? Tick-tock, pal. My trigger finger's getting itchy.
But it already hit my ship and didn't hurt much, really. Status report on planet.
I am reading an energy signature on the surface of Pavo. It matches the initial blasts from the planet. Another attack could be imminent. We will not survive a direct hit. I strongly recommend we exit the system immediately.
Alright, if you say so. Sounds like you're being a coward. Anyway, hell, get us out of here, because I easily think I could take down Discovery, obviously. Maximum warp! Beeping. Oh, that's it.
Captain Tilly's betrayal, while unfortunate, was not entirely unexpected. Her use of this agonizer technology to weaponize the ecosystem of Pavo is a matter of utmost concern. I believe I can devise a means to neutralize her technology, but I will need time to conduct research. Rest assured that I will endeavor to counter Tilly's insidious actions as soon as possible. I ask that you prepare to take action at a moment's notice. The lives of untold millions, including our own, could be at stake.
Indeed. No worries, yeah. Looking forward to the next mission. Thank you for that. Appreciate
Our
rewards.
information about events at Pavo is incomplete, but I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's consciousness into serving their violent needs. Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent weapon. Time is of the essence. While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders. It falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so could be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space. Under the circumstances, removing the Terran presence from Pavo is the more immediate, logical need.
Indeed. Yeah, and that's a good reward, at least for the next mission, Pavo Healing Crystals. But yes, that is the next mission. It's a sneak peek for tomorrow's episode. But if I record it tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Oh wait, hang on. Where do we say that in that order? I'm so forgetful. Okay, this is a review. I'm going to use the word review, so I have to give it a rating. I think that was a fantastic mission. So much good cutscenes, and there was Klingons on the starboard bow to scrape off, and there was discoveries, crossfield class starships, and voice acting from favourite TV show actors, Tilly and stuff. Yeah, she was cool, and that was good. Very interesting indeed. I give it a 9.69 for the review out of 10. The only way it could have been better, I don't know, if they had more voice acting from more actors in it that were famous. You know, I don't know. It was pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. So, thumbs up for the mission. And yeah, maybe I should have done it with a different character or something. Let me know, you know, if you want to see me playing these missions with other lower level or less pay to win characters. Or something, you know, other tunes, alts. I've got, you know, 15 different characters now in my account, so I keep doing it with the same ones, but I just keep choosing my favourite ones. Anyway, got different ships and stuff with other people, things like that. It's been a good mission. Thanks for watching. Alright, have a good day. Live long and prosper.